Howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another day. It is a Sunday. What day is this? It is the 5th of June. Bom dia. Dia gwit. Annyeonghaseyo. Now, someone said that Dzień dobry was not the best way to say it in Polish, but I don't have time to check that out, and I'll explain why in a moment. So, Dzień dobry I'm going to stick with that one for now. But, buenos dias, and dia dit, boreda, yoregelt, and matenva, Ohio, and go morgen, ni hao, privyet, guten tag, kalimera, bonjour, God morgen, labas ritas, as well as merhaba, because I don't know how to say specifically good morning in Turkish, but merhaba. And I'll end up with saying thank you for everybody that has told me how to say hello by saying thank you, and I wish Gareb Mahagut. Cool. I do have more, but I don't have time to write them down yet because it's not been a good night. I'll explain. First off, my brother-in-law, he's actually had not that good of a life in the past couple of years. He had aspiration pneumonia where he inhaled something and it went down into his lungs. I don't know what it was, but he accidentally inhaled something and it went down into his lungs. Aspiration pneumonia is very, very dangerous because if you accidentally inhale something into your lungs, you're going to get pneumonia. And that's not a good pneumonia because you've got a chunk of something inside of your lungs that is sitting there and festering and giving you something really bad. That ended up with him. He ended up with pneumonia so bad he had a stroke. Spent 2 months in the hospital. Almost died. It is quite serious. If you feel like you've ever inhaled something or you feel bad because of like that or you're not feeling right there, go see a doctor. It almost killed him. So he's had a stroke because of that. And then his brother died of brain cancer. Now he was a medical pot smoker, and he used pot for pain. He had a dog, great big bulldog, named, I've forgotten the name because it was, I just woke up like 5 minutes ago. But his name was Emerson. He was this big bulldog. Kind of ugly, and they had bobbed his tail and all that, but he was a nice dog. So after his brother died of brain cancer, he got his dog. And so he added to his dachshund and big like English bulldog boxer. Boxer's a boxer. There was Emerson added. And so for the past couple months we've had Emerson. He's about 7 or 8 years old. Well, 2 nights ago, 10 o'clock at night apparently, the doggy walked out of their bedroom up there in the house like he always does, wandered around the house, laid down in the kitchen, and died. They found him at 11:15 that night, gone. I'm still having trouble with that myself because I really like that dog. Please excuse me. And when I told my friends that he was dead, because the dog would come down to here when I and my friends were. I'm sorry. Wow. This happened to me yesterday too, and it's over a dog. But not even my dog. But he would come down here when all of us were here and smoking, because after all, remember, his owner was a pot smoker for pain. And so for the last couple of years, he's been around pot. And so he would come down here while we were smoking, and just he'd lay down and he'd be with us. He'd just spend some time down here with us, and everybody really liked him. My apologies still. When I told my two friends, Kyle and Sid, that the dog was dead. Oh, and Tere, hommikust. I forgot that one, I'm sorry. But when I told my two friends, they actually started tearing up too, so it was a very tearful time. They found out the dog was gone. My apologies. I'm not even a dog person. When it comes to pets, I much prefer cats over dogs. But I like all animals. And I was one of those kids that, as I grew up, I mean, animals loved me. Cats loved me, dogs loved me, all animals just would run up to me all the time growing up. My son's like that too now. Animals really like him as well. We're lucky that way. Not so much anymore. Some friends of mine have a bird, and I don't go near the bird. So I don't want to get my fingers bitten off. Don't need that. I like my fingers and thumb. Luckily, I still have all my little hamsters. None of them have died lately, so it's good. But that was kind of a bummer yesterday. And then we also did other things. There was went on a small hike the day before. And then yesterday we also went to my friend's brother's son's second birthday, and so we went from like the depths of despair with the perished dog to going and celebrating a child's second year of birth.
I was reading the differences between like Asian countries and Western countries. Like in mainland China, the emphasis on birthdays and such is completely de-emphasized. I mean, when you are born, you're considered 1 year old immediately, and all birthdays are celebrated on the Lunar New Year. So if you're born 1 week before the Lunar New Year, you're born and you're considered to be 1 year old already, because when you're born, you're considered to be one. And then in 1 week, it's the Lunar New Year, and they celebrate your birthday, so now you're 2. You're 1 week old, and you're considered to be 2 years old. But birthdays aren't important. That it was like the 10th, 40th, 60th, and 80th birthdays are really the only ones that are celebrated. Everything else is just another day. And so the de-emphasis on individuality and more emphasis on where you fit into society, your village, your family. And that's different for someone like I, who's Western society and a huge emphasis on individuality. I don't personally know how it would be to live in that type of a society, because I've never been in that type. This is Bumbles, by the way. He's just wandering around. I like him a lot. He's a good guy. Bumbles, Bumbles, he's a little hamster. Say hi to this cute hamster face. I don't have a regular face. I have a hamster face. Yeah, right. It's Bumbles. And past that, because it was such a wild day last night, when they left at about 9-ish. Then I fell asleep until midnight, went out, took my constitutional, got back around 2-ish, had something to eat because I got my disability on Friday, and I ate food, and then I was going to start work because, hey, I needed to get stuff done. And I had a lot of stuff done. And in fact, the one thing I'm going to do, because I didn't do the rest, but hey, King Haggis wanted a shout out. Hi, King Haggis. Here's your shout out. Son of a gun. I do my best. Today is Sunday, and it's Super Fruit Sunday Day, only I didn't do K-Pop Friday because everything fell apart, and I kept falling asleep, just like I did last night. Am I going to have any reaction videos today? Yes, I'm going to have at least one. Am I going to have at least one hamster today? Well, I've got a whole handful of them, don't I? I got 16 hamsters, I think. Yes, in fact, I do. I have 16 cages with 16 little hamsters in them. Each of them with their own individual cage. I don't have anybody doubled up. All hamsters that all my babies were finally given away. And now I just have one hamster per cage because all my babies are gone. I do not keep adults in more than one per cage. That is a recipe for murder. They will murder each other. Syrians have to be individual cages for individual hamsters. They can't handle that. But some friends of mine have some dwarves. Dwarves can go together. They're more communal. Communal. But Syrians are not. Only when my Syrians have been babies have I kept them together, because they have just bummed out when I've separated them as babies. I keep them together. Only when they get older and start to go like, I need room because I'm becoming mature, they go into a different cage. But, I don't stick them together for anything longer than once they start getting big, they get separated. But until that time, they get so bummed out when I separate them as babies, not as adults. You're snurfing. He's a snurfer. Snurf, 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 snurf. He's a good little guy. Yeah, because I was so late because of the wild emotional ride yesterday. I kind of fell asleep a lot last night. So I am very, very sorry. Oh, there was a huge parade in Shelton, too. By huge, I mean it was on our local road, and it lasted like half hour. But it was still fun. Come on, little guy. It's almost over. So you take care. I'll be seeing you in the videos that are coming up. At least one, hopefully more. I've got Melody Martinez, Alphabet Boy, and then I want to have the latest Superfruit, and I've got something else. I just have to hurry up and get it done. It's almost 8 a.m. Holy smokes, I got to get stuff done quick because my in-laws are going to be up and about, and I can't upload during the day because uploading kills the internet. What are you surfing? Ooh, he's even licking the back of my hand. There must be something pretty tasty on there. Hopefully he's not going to bite me. He's not going to bite me. Well, if you have any chance to visit some of the links down there that are in the Show More section, please do. One of them is for my GoFundMe and my Patreon.com. I need to get a home so I don't become homeless. And I'm getting pretty close to the deadline of being homeless. So if you could help, that'd be great. If you can't, don't worry about it. It's been wonderful. All you people that have donated, Patreon.com members, thank you so very much. For all of you who have donated to my GoFundMe, thank you so very, very much. It has been awesome. You take care. I'll see you in the videos coming up. And little Bumble's here. He may not be there for the videos, but he's been here for this. So you take care. Have a very good day, and I'll be seeing you. Come on, little guy. I can leave you on my shoulder. Nothing wrong with that, shoulder hamster.